What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called?
I made my mic stand really tall.
Yeah, that makes what you say good.
That's how you know you got a big dick. you got a tall mic stand. I think that's an important thing to know if you're a small boy listening to the show, is that your dick size is very important. It has a lot to do with your worth as a person. And your dick size, a lot of people don't know this, particularly girls, but your dick size is not dictated by the size of your dick.
Right.
That's like a common misconception. How big your dick is not how big your dick is. Your dick is as tall as your mic stand or as loud as your motorcycle.
Okay.
Or as much money as your bank account has, how loud you are at a bar. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't really matter the actual length or width of your dick. If you yell at people, if you're mean, if you drive fast, width.
I never hear. You never hear that. You know,
When women are when people say a 12-inch dick, they mean wide.
Circumference.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
not circumference. Diameter.
Diameter.
And that's the thing on my dick. My dick is 12 inches across.
But tall, it's only an inch tall.
But it's an inch tall,
It's like
yeah.
a platypus tail.
Yeah.
A beaver tail?
It looks
I
like a
don't
Snapple cap. Well, like a big Snapple cap.
You know what? Dudes always go, ooh.
A beaver tail.
beaver
It took
tail.
me a second to get
Yeah,
that.
nice beaver tail.
Yeah.
Guys go, oh, women, they're wearing makeup. Why are you wearing those? Yeah, we don't give a shit. And it's like, yeah, we know. They're doing it for whatever reason they like.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for you.
It's like
they
all
like
the-
to do that. So whenever women go, oh, who cares about the size of guys? I'm like, well, can't we have something too? We
Totally.
like to walk around and pretend we have big dicks.
Totally.
It makes us feel good. It's for us. We think
Yeah.
it's nice. It'll make us feel safe.
Because generally we feel small and unsafe.
Right.
And we're not supposed to. And we kind of battle it our whole lives. So generally, we want other men to think we got a big dick, because if they do, they won't kill us.
Right. They have respect for that. It's like you go to jail. They go, hey, don't.
Yeah.
We honor him.
I got a big dick, man. So get out of my cell. That's what I'm going to say when I go to jail. You know, they say like day one, you got to suck someone's dick.
Yeah.
You know what they say.
You go and suck the biggest dick you see. Then nobody fucks with you.
Nobody fucks
You go
with you.
right in there.
You suck the warden's dick on the first day, and everyone's like, damn, this guy's crazy.
Honestly, I do think that is how it works. That might be how it does work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go beat him up.
Wow.
You know Trey Dunn?
No.
Great comedian from Atlanta, but he used to have a great bit about how these old sayings guys have. They're like, hey, I'd rather be 5'2" and hung to the shoe than 5'3" and hung to the knee or whatever. And
Okay.
he's 5'4" and hung to the floor, then 6'3" and hung to the knee or whatever. And he goes, even if you're hung to the knee, that's still a pretty big dick.
It's incredible. Yeah,
He goes,
dude.
is there a third option where I don't pass out when I get a boner?
I also love that, like, there's a certain type of person, and it's like mainstream shit. Like,
Yeah.
people really need it to rhyme, dude.
Yeah, you really do. Rhyming is the most important
Yeah.
thing for truth.
It's also like, I'd rather be 5'2" and hung to the shoe. You could have said, I'd rather be 5'4" and hung to the floor.
Hi, 5'10", hung to the shin.
Yeah. I'd rather be 5'5" and hung to the drawer of knives in the kitchen.
Yeah,
I'd rather be 5'2" and hung to the shoe than 6'1" and having no fun. Man, yeah, dude, it's really funny. Hung to the knee is like that's so
still
long,
very long.
dude.
And that's
man,
soft.
my dick isn't even hung to the balls. Dude, you kidding me?
That's like modern Rodney Dangerfield. My dick isn't even hung to the balls.
Balls. My dick's so small it doesn't have a cell wall.
I don't think he's got a dick. I think he's just trying to let us know he does not have a penis. He's just a humble, dickless man. Which is fine. Don't need a dick to enjoy a nice rhyme.
Yeah, quite frankly, we don't need you to have a dick. Whatever you got or don't got, that's great to
As
us.
long as it rhymes.
And you can tell
It needs to
when
rhyme.
you're out there, rating us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts,
Please do that.
writing reviews, telling your friends. Make sure you tell whoever you tell about the show that we don't need them to have a dick for them to like this show.
Right. And honestly, we're I'm sick of these dick havers.
Honestly, they are the biggest problem by far.
Yeah. I think it's more the balls than the people always go, "Ooh, I got a dick. I get 30 more cents on the dollar in my job." I think it's more the balls.
Oh, I see.
That's where isn't that where all the
all the money is?
The man chemicals come from?
Sure. That's the thing. Yeah, our balls are full of money.
Yeah, my ball is there are a couple of short rolls of quarters.
That's truly what male privilege is.
Yeah.
All and depending on where you were born, there's like more money. Like I just had a bunch of quarters in my balls, but some people.
I ate a dime when I was a kid.
You ate a dime?
I don't know where it is. I don't think I ever shit it out.
Yeah, you did.
I would have felt that. I look in the toilet every day for that dime.
Oh yeah. It's just rattling around in there still. Well, it's in your balls, probably.
Yeah, it would. Did you hear that? There was somebody in Congress who there was like a birth control debate, and he goes, "Hey, why don't women just swallow? Why wouldn't you just swallow?"
Holy shit!
Like he thought
that's insane.
Yeah, he thought it would go from your mouth down into the baby. Well, like to your ovaries.
Wow.
He thought it could go there. Like what?
Wow.
He thought women have just a big tube, and it's all one like a duck.
Damn. Like a duck.
Yeah, they just got like their mouth and then the rest. It just is a big tube from there out. Like that's what he thought.
Wait, is that what happens with a duck?
Well, apparently ducks have one hole. They pee out of it. They have a baby out of it. They lay an egg. They have sex inside of it. They do everything in one hole. The duck people.
What?
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard.
It's interesting that because of the whole moon fiasco from last week where I thought you were dumb and it turned out you were right and I'm dumb, which what a nightmare. Now, not only do I believe I feel like I have to believe every single thing you say, it also seems like you're kind of a wealth of nuggets of information. Like, where do you get this shit?
Well, I usually am on the other side. I'm on your side. I go, huh? No. And then I Google it and I go, shit.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah.
I don't know
stuff my dad says that I go check it out to prove him wrong and he was right.
It's also like, obviously we're on a show where we get silly, but god damn it, I want to watch the video of the guy being like, just a guy with a buddy at a bar. Ducks only have one hole. And the guy's like, what? Yeah, man. One.
Yeah, just one.
Just one. Yeah,
well, what else
dude.
do you need? It's greedy to think about how lucky we are to have so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or overcomplicated. Yeah.
I guess so.
If human beings only had one hole total, it'd be so easy to be a doctor. It'd be like, your hole's broken. Give her the hole pill. Hole's broken.
I love that Regan bit on his new special when he's like there's with human doctors, it's like, I'm a knee doctor, I'm a foot doctor, I'm an ass doctor. And he's like, but veterinarians are all the animals and all their parts. I can do it all.
Yeah,
whatever
totally.
you got.
Wow, that's, man.
What is that, a pig? I know. I'll fix him up.
God, he's the best, dude.
But we have eye doctors.
Right.
Everybody's a different one.
Skin doctors?
Skin doctor, yeah.
As much as I definitely have skin.
You do.
I do. I got the whole thing.
You got it more than anybody.
I know. I got so much
Got
skin.
so much skin.
I got multiple outer layers of skin that I could choose from hanging in my closet.
You know what I'm sick of? Is this whole, skin's the biggest organ. Hey, what's the biggest organ? And then you get it wrong and they go, it was skin. Well, then maybe it's not an organ. Maybe that's a lie. Maybe skin, and organs are organs.
I feel like it's ridiculous to call it an organ.
Yes, because it's not.
Oh,
I'm an organ donor. I'm going to donate all of my skin to someone who needs all my skin.
right.
No.
Yeah, it's not
No,
an
you're
organ.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, my organ's hurting. It's like, which one? Your skin. It's like you're a liar. It's
Yeah.
not. I think they just made it. I don't know why they say that to kids. Hair. What about hair? Is hair an organ? Shut the fuck up. Skin's not an organ.
My tall mic stand fell while Caleb was talking because I was moving it around.
Mm-hmm.
And so my dick's all small now is my point.
Well, sometimes it needs to be.
Yeah, totally.
See, okay, you know how your dick gets real little when it's cold outside? You know?
Mine doesn't actually.
Okay, see, that's good.
Always big.
Well, shit. That's
Yeah,
it for
dude.
What's It Called this week.
Yeah, man.
But why is that? Like, evolutionarily, what is there a problem with being out in a snowstorm with a big penis?
Wow, that's a good point. Yeah, why? Yeah, that's actually
What's the point of that?
why did we evolve?
Right.
Yeah.
Did someone die in a snowstorm because their dick was so big?
Okay, this is my actual serious guess, which is lame for riffing.
Well,
it's not going to be a good riff, but I think it is a byproduct of the fact that your blood vessels go deeper into your body when it's cold outside to keep you warm.
So your blood vessels leave?
Yeah,
They leave
like
and go deep?
that's like literally true. They're like closer to the skin when it's hot outside.
What?
And they are not as close to the skin when it's cold outside.
So they're hiding from the cold?
Basically.
What?
And I think that just like there's blood veins in your dick and then they just go inside and then your dick's like, see ya.
Inside?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
Where do
don't.
they go?
I mean, we have now reached the extent of my knowledge.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. Also, I don't really know that. So
I don't know it either, but it's good to think about.
if you're watching on YouTube, I just stood up and checked the audio recorder because I have two pieces of news. The first is this. We have a producer now.
That's right.
And we're so happy to have him on. He's fucking great. We recorded the last episode with him for the first time, and it looks great. It sounds great. Like his attitude, good guy. We got drunk that night.
Yeah, that was a
Super
great
fun.
night.
It was a super.
We got to tell them about that night.
We do. And remember,
Oh.
let's do that right after this. But so that's true. And then we set up the office to record for him, and so he's in charge of producing shit out of here. We got these fancy new mics that are his. We're shooting in 4K, and the YouTube episodes are about to get fucking so much more beautiful, and we're going to be punched in on our faces, and yeah, it's great. And he has COVID, so I'm running it now.
Our producer did get COVID on his second day. So, you
so fuck
take
him.
2 steps forward and 1 step back.
He's fired, and we're keeping his stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And we told him, we said, hey, CDC says you got to fuck you.
Yeah. Comedians stay home if they have COVID, but producers got to go to work.
That's
and that's
right.
the fucking deal.
Essential.
Yeah, you're essential.
We got riffs that need to be produced.
Yeah, the world needs to know what stuff is called.
Right. And without us, they're fucked.
No, he doesn't have COVID. He had some flu symptoms today and is taking a test and very well may not have it, but we were like, it's good to be
careful,
safe. You got to be careful and also it's good for him to stay home and take care of himself.
Also, if you just are sick with, a disease that's not so famous right now, like you got a little...
Also stay home.
Yeah. If you just feel bad, don't go anywhere.
It is really interesting to me that we are we went through this whole thing and now everyone's like, well, we sort of got a handle on it, so let's just get out there. And it's like, I would have thought that what we learned was when you're sick, don't be around people. Just kind of in general, at all. If you're
Remember when Michael Jordan played that flu game, killed Scottie Pippen? Dead.
Yeah, totally.
Not good.
And Scottie Pippen was the president of the United States. Yeah, no. So we're just being cautious and safe, and we wanted to make sure we got an episode out. So I'm the one recording in here, and so I have to stand up and walk over there and check the recorder every now and then.
But that's why you gotta watch this YouTube. This YouTube's gonna be the
man,
best YouTube in the game.
Action packed.
So check it out. Most people listen on the bus or in the car or whatever. But give us a YouTube and watch us. Every
Also,
once
if
in a
you
while.
watch on YouTube, you'll see that he doesn't say anything, but for this entire episode, Haley Joe Osment is standing behind us.
He is, and let me tell you something. He looks bad.
Yeah, he looks like shit, that guy.
He looks like shit.
Yeah,
I
man.
see a dead guy. I see a fucking dead career.
Yeah,
You piece of
nice.
shit.
Hell yeah,
you gotta pop into our podcast for a bump.
You probably got a short, wide dick, you fucking loser.
Well, I guess he was wide. That's
Exactly.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I guess that's true. That's fine.
Remember the Norm's old show? He had that bit. He had all these jokes, and one of the jokes on the card was just Danny DeVito looks like a man with a short but wide penis. Everything else was like a setup and a punchline, and that was just a short but wide penis.
Norm Macdonald.
That guy. Whatever
So
happened
funny.
to him? Whatever happened to Norm? How's that? Was he?
I can't tell to what degree this is a bit.
It isn't.
It isn't?
Oh, we should tell him
He
about that night,
died.
though.
You know
So-
he died,
what?
right? Norm Macdonald? You're fucking with me, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
I know
good.
he's dead.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's dead.
we had our first annual, what's it called? Office
Yes.
Christmas party.
Yes, we did.
Our office is 200 square feet. So we invited 3 people over, and we got really drunk.
It was great.
It was so great. It was the 2 of us and our producer Kyle Neal, who man, we got to get him in the Discord so people can meet him.
Yeah, you're gonna love him.
He's great. And Rob Hayes,
Rob Hayes
came by
one
and-
of the best comedians alive.
absolutely. Kyle Ayers,
Funniest
another one of
man
the
who
best
ever lived.
comedians alive, and Jim Van Blaricum, owner of the bar Bernadette's, which sadly recently closed. Sadly for him that it closed, and also sad for us that we lost our home bar.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really. We talked about it. At least 35 times. Didn't go once.
Well, we did go the one time,
only once.
and it was closed.
Yeah, but that was the.
I went there a lot. I like it.
Yeah,
Caleb never made it.
I never made it, but that was our home bar. If you got a bar near our office, let us know. That'll be our home bar.
I would love that. I would love to have a bar to walk to after recording.
And if you have a brewery, send us some beer. We'll drink it on the podcast.
Truly.
Yeah.
I that's the thing I really want to do. I want to talk to, so we've talked about this. I want to talk to some local breweries and partner up with a local brewery. Did I tell you that I talked to Stories, where my show Good Heroin is, and they were like, hey, if you partner up with a brewery, we'll feature their beer on tap here and then serve it on special like Good Heroin.
Yeah.
And this is a funny thing to say just to you as a listener, but I don't know. Put yourself in my shoes. How cool would it be to partner up with a brewery, have some sort of sponsorship thing going on? We like drink their stuff, and then also their beer is at my show, and you can get it, and we're just like all friends.
I mean, that's like, those are my New
Truly.
Year's resolutions when I was 19. I'll
Yes.
get paid to drink beer.
Yes.
And me and my buddy are going to talk shit. That'll be fucking.
I mean, same, but also
Yeah.
for real. It's
Yeah.
still the
No,
best.
That my goals have not changed since I was 19.
Yeah, totally.
They have not changed.
Well, it's also like, I don't know. I like LA, and I like supporting where I am, where I live. I like supporting local businesses, and I like getting to know. I think beer's great because
It's so good.
it's so good, and it's another avenue for creativity. And I really appreciate it. And I want to get to know people that make it well in this town that we're a part of, and how
Yeah.
it would just be so, I don't know. That's something I definitely, we talked about how, if you're watching on YouTube, we have a Monty's Bag. Monty's Good Burger is a vegan burger place in LA.
It's incredible.
It's so fucking good. And places like that. I just want to, like, us all who are making shit, not necessarily just in LA, but making stuff locally and trying to, like, at a local level, at a small time level, at not like a massively corporate or mainstream level. All of us who are making shit and putting it out into the world to share it with each other and help each other rise. while getting drunk and eating burgers and laughing.
Yeah, so
That's
send
what I
us
want.
stuff. Send
Yeah.
us some free stuff and it'll be ours.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Hey, welcome to What's It Called?
Welcome to What's It Called? The best show. Ooh, check these out. These are our What's It socks. Look at that shit. Look at that on the YouTube. They got question marks on them.
Wait, pull them all the way up. I don't think you
pull
can
them all the way
see. Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Hey, look at that. Those are you get those. You get on our Patreon. You can get socks. You can get a mug.
Yeah, we got a Patreon with merch
shit?
and bonus episodes on it. Like we've said, we're on YouTube. We also have a Discord server. Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. And all of that, links to all that are on our website, whatsitcalled.rodeo. And, leave us a review. Tell your friends. We're trying to get the word out about this show because it is absolutely the best part of our week.
It's the greatest thing in the world. It's so much fun.
It really is. Man.
The Discord is always fun.
The Discord is so fun.
Every other social media makes me feel bad, and Discord is just happiness and fun and laughs and good. And get in there if you want; it's fun.
We got a new patron this week that I would love to bring in.
Hell yeah!
To the family.
You're in the What's It family.
As I was saying that was one of those things where when I started talking and I didn't know what the end of the sentence was, and my brain was like, "Here we go." It was like Splash Mountain for talking. I was just like, "We got a new patron, and what's gonna happen next?"
I love to talk that way. That's a fun way to talk.
Shout out to Kat. Kat, welcome. Thank you so much for signing up
hell yeah,
for our
Kat.
Patreon. Everyone who joins our Patreon gets a shout out.
See,
on the
now I'm
show.
wondering if it's Kat, like you are a cat, or your name is Catherine or something. Or
it
you
was
just like
my
cats.
cat. It
Your
was my cat.
Dr. Funk.
It was my cat, Dr.
Loves
Funk.
bonus episodes.
She wants to listen to the bonus episodes just to find it. She's very jealous. She wants to find out if we talk about other cats on the show.
Well, seriously, join this Patreon. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We got good content. It's better than anything on any channel. So, how about that?
Wow, what a sales pitch. That's
Hey.
true. We have the best content of anything on any channel.
I bet it's better than that Euphoria show everybody's talking about.
Yeah, totally. Ooh, drugs and being young. Shut the fuck up, HBO.
What do
Who
you get? What do
cares?
you get? Drugs when you're old.
I want to see a show about being sober and old. That's what I want.
Oh man, that just made me so sad.
I know. Old and sober. Let's write that show. And the cold open is me being like, "Hey, man," and you're like, "Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Dave."
I've been up since 4 a.m.
Because I have no problem falling asleep because I never get fucked up anymore. And I'm like, "Oh, God, same." Well, let's go to the bank and then the post office.
Old and sober.
Oh, man. Then we should go to IKEA and shop for cups to drink flat water out of.
Yeah, I guess I'd start going to those town hall meetings if I was sober.
Totally. Start voting.
Yeah, find out who's in charge of stuff.
Yeah, man. Say stuff like, "Did you guys see my new beige shirt?" I got a new beige shirt for the PTA meeting.
Yeah, I've been tucking it in.
Yeah.
I open up my pants and put my shirt in there. Isn't that fun? What have we been doing that for 200 years? Hey, we made too much shirt for everyone alive.
Totally.
So put a little in your pants.
Yeah, I've been saying this. A shirt should end at the pants. And I'm really sick of it, dude. I kind of secretly want to become like a Tom Likas of this shit.
Yeah.
And just like the shirt should end at the pants. The shirt should end at the pants. And I'm sick. I mean, the liberals, all they want is the
Right.
shirt to be a little bit longer than the top of the pants.
Where's it in?
But where does the shirt end?
All shirt?
What's next? A shirt going all the way down to your toes?
How about a shirt that covers 2 men? I don't think so.
How about a shirt for my car? How about I put a shirt on that covers my whole car? How about that? I sit on top of the car and it goes all the way down over the bumpers? That's what you want? That's what you want.
It's like, I guess that's what I want.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just saying the shirts are a little long.
I'm going to take it the other way with koozies. Why doesn't the koozie cover the whole can?
Right.
Why is it only ever part of the can? I want it all the way up to the top of the can. What if I want to hold the rim of the can when I drink the can? Why can't I have my fingers around the rim of the can?
How about overalls? They go up to your hat. One thing. You put on a hat. It's also
That's
your
right.
shirt, your pants, and shoes.
How about a koozie that covers your car? I want to, when I'm drinking, I want my whole car to be in there. Yeah. And I want my shirt to end right in my pants, and I want my car to be in my drink. This is the dumbest show ever. This is the dumbest show that has ever existed.
That's why I remember it used to be the 60 Minutes would be like mostly news and interviews and shit. And then Andy Rooney would come on.
Yeah.
And then it would be that.
Yeah.
He'd sit there with all his mail in his hands and be like, where'd this come from? And everybody would be like, wow.
Totally.
I don't know why it was happening. I never understood. I remember asking my parents, what is this?
Yeah.
And they didn't know either. It wasn't humor. And it wasn't satire.
60 Minutes, they had a meeting one day, and they were like, how do we add the family circus to a video show? The paper's got the family circus. And it's like a thing that's like, it's not funny, it's not information, it's not news. It just exists to remind you that some things are just kind of nice. They just wanted to add something kind of nice.
It feels like propaganda for just living a life that's okay. Where it's like, oh, I just spilled milk on the carpet, Mommy. And then Mommy walks in and goes, oh, okay. And that's the cartoon.
Exactly.
And someone is a millionaire.
And Andy Rooney is the exact same thing. And if you don't know what we're talking about because you're under the age of 90, that makes sense. But we both have very old parents, and we're basically old. And
I'm an old man.
60 Minutes was a show. My parents watched it religiously, and they were like, because it was like the only thing on TV where the news wasn't like, tonight, a list of who died. And you're going to die. Who died today?
Yeah.
Tonight at 11. And then 60 Minutes for the longest time was the only thing on TV that was just like, tonight we had a conversation with somebody.
Right.
And we asked them questions, and they were difficult, but we listened. That was the show. And then at the end, it was Andy Rooney, and he was just this old man.
Oh, so old.
Who had like a big mahogany desk, and he was like an adorable old man surrounded by envelopes and mail. And he would be like, ever since I was a small boy, I thought the lines on a piece of notebook paper were too far apart. So I did some research, and I discovered that the reason that it was like absolutely psychotic nonsense.
Oh, it made no sense. It made no sense. It's like, what? First of all, I never met anybody who liked it. Everybody was just always kind of confused. There was just an old, kind of cranky man who came on during the news.
Yeah.
Who was just like, it's always a little too cold in my house, except for when it's a little too hot. And you're like,
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like,
why am I thirsty in the morning?
Why do we give Yogi Berra a writer's room?
He would just complain.
Yeah, totally. But like about innocuous shit. It was cute. It was cuteness. They were trying to end their serious news show with a little bit of cuteness. And I get the gesture for sure. But it's also like, I think it's also generational because like that type of cuteness is the type of shit that our parents love.
Mine didn't seem to even like it.
Oh, really?
I don't know who it was for.
God, my parents loved him.
Why
are there no circular bricks?
Well, it reminds
Glass isn't made of plastic.
It's like this vaudeville stuff, like back when entertainment was something that happened to your town once a year.
Yeah, totally.
It'd be like, the show's in town. Someone's going to juggle. Someone will tell some jokes. They'll sing a song, and then an old man will complain.
And an old man will walk up and make a statement.
Right.
Yeah.
Then we're all going to vote.
Yeah.
It's like you
Totally.
only had one day you could do stuff back in the old days. Here's an elephant. Time to vote. And it's like, I mean, why? Like, I just don't understand. Like, we should start doing that here. We should get somebody old.
If you're like me, you collect spoons from every state. Do you remember those people? Do you know any of those people? I'll bet you we got at least one listening. People who collect spoons.
I don't know what that is.
Collect spoons, collect pins. I collected pins and like state magnets when we traveled a lot, and like in gas stations, hanging by the rack of lighters right by the register, that you could get a magnet from that state, and we were trying to get the magnets from every state. Life was really boring until like 2008.
Yeah. Not a lot was happening.
Nothing
Before
happened.
smartphones, you'd like. I remember I used to have a bunch of stuff in my pockets. I'd have a compass in there.
Right.
You know,
Totally.
I'd walk around and be like, who knows when I'll need a compass.
Yeah, right. English class is north. I got to go north. That's all I know.
Yeah, I used to. You know how pants have even like I always got like 4 pockets. Like you got 2 front, 2 back. You needed all of them.
Yeah.
Because your phone couldn't do any. Phones couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
You'd have your phone in your pocket, and then you'd have a notebook.
That's
You'd have a
true.
compass
That's a good point. I did used to have a bunch of shit in my pockets.
all the time.
Cargo pants, I loved them. And I remember
Me too.
being like, oh, well, I got a free pocket. I'll put a sandwich in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's
now
what-
I got my sandwich on my phone. That's one of my favorite things to do in comedy is to like make a statement and a bit and then completely go back on it in the middle of your own bit.
Yeah.
To just like make a statement and then negate. You like the longer it takes, the better. To just go on this big grandiose rant that is very important to you and then just completely throw it in the trash.
Well,
is the
that's
best
what our
kind of
podcast
comedy.
is all about.
I agree.
I used to have cargo shorts. I'd put a beer in one side. I'd be like, hey, I put my shoe in the other pocket.
Absolutely.
And I'd be like, hey, the little ladies are going to be very impressed.
Yeah,
They
dude.
see I can put a beer in my pants.
I got a shoe in my pocket.
Yeah.
Do you want to fuck me?
I can put my MacBook Pro in this pocket. Hey, I got 10 pounds of shit in my pocket. Hey, jingle jangle. I got a MacBook Pro and a shoe and a beer. And
And you don't want to
85
talk to me,
quarters.
but I'm very strong. I got strong hips and I got no biceps. Do you want to fuck me?
I just put all my groceries in my pants.
I got a Bowflex in my pants. A Bowflex was a thing that a lot of people had in the 90s
Yeah.
too.
Dude, I'd walk up, got my Bowflex in my pants, MacBook Pro, and a beer.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, hey, have you heard of Quentin Tarantino? Women loved talking to me. I was very cool in 2007.
My favorite thing about my cargo pants was that in just one of the pockets, I could fit my entire set of CDs of hip hop
yeah.
from the 80s. That was like my favorite infomercial. I would they entranced me. And looking back, I don't know, that says the 90s to me. I don't know how to I don't know why they were so common. And I don't really remember exactly when they would air, but I remember very often it would be like the songs of the 70s.
Yeah.
And then it would just be like a list of songs scrolling on the screen.
And they would play 10 seconds, 8 seconds of each one.
Yeah, well, not each one. Every sixth
And that would
one
be yellow.
would be
It
yellow
would be lit
instead
up
of
yellow.
white. And that would indicate that that's the song that's playing over the pixelated video of Stevie Wonder slow-mo on stage in the background. And then it would be like, Time Life presents the 70s. Order now for $7,000.
And then
you can get 15 CDs. And it was,
songs you've heard on the radio.
yeah.
For a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, every station plays these songs every day for free and
Yeah,
everywhere
totally.
you go.
Totally.
Well, how would you like a lot of plastic in your house?
Spotify killed Time Life classics.
Oh, Time Life.
Damn, dude. What day was it? Like, when do you think it was that Time Life classics that put out, I don't know if that's the name of it, but the company that put out the compilations of old music, when do you think the meeting was where they decided to throw in the towel?
It had to be, well, I feel like it's a combination of things because I remember getting a laptop and the first thing I did with it was download music illegally. I mean, I did that before anything.
Right.
I was like, I cannot wait to download
Totally.
music illegally.
Kazaa, LimeWire.
Yeah, everything. And
Yeah.
I was so pumped. I'm listening to Illmatic, being a kid. Like, this is great. And after that, I think the last CD I went to the store and bought was Stadium Arcadium. What was that, 06?
Oh, my God. Wow.
But yeah, I was like, well, I'm not doing that anymore.
Right.
Paying $15 for a CD.
Yeah, totally.
I'll download it illegally. And then the housing market crashed like the second I said that out loud. So I think it was a combination of that. It's like, well, if the economy's collapsing and everyone's getting music for free, I think we might be fucked.
Right.
It's already a weird business model. Hey, during the Bonanza commercials, let's sell people music they've already heard.
Yeah, that's right. It was always during reruns in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
It would be like watching reruns of Kung Fu: The Legend Continues, which was a thing I watched a lot.
Sounds fun.
Not the original Kung Fu, the
Not
like
David
later
Carradine?
one. No, it was David Carradine, but he was like old and bald, and they brought him back in the 90s. And there was
nice.
Bruce Lee was obviously not involved anymore. Yeah,
Did he die?
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
I think so.
We'll Google it and we'll give you an update.
He's got to be
rename Kevin
dead.
James.
We do have to rename Kevin James. All right, I got a name for him. Bruce Lee. How about I go first this week?
Do it.
All right. Kevin James, if you're unfamiliar. Dude, did I tell you this? One time I was at a bar. I met some friends at a bar. I was the last one there. Then when I got there, there were 3 people. It was at Jay's bar.
Love Jay's bar.
Me too. It was one of the booths in the corner. 3 people sitting there. The one I ended up sitting next to, I didn't know this woman. Never met her before, but, and the other 2 were good friends of mine. Everyone's nice, and we're, talking and stuff. And I just started talking about Kevin James for whatever reason. And for the record, I'm not, a massive Kevin James fan. I do think he's funny, and I think that the art world kind of talks a lot of shit about him, and I think that that's insane. I mean, at the worst, he matters not.
Right.
He's not an offensive, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I
doesn't
think
hurt
he's
anybody.
Sweat the Small Stuff is real funny.
Very funny.
And he's funny on King of Queens. It's not my favorite, but anyway, even what I'm saying is I think he's funny. I don't hate on him like some people do, but also I'm not a big fan or anything. I just obviously know who he is. And I had heard some fact about him, and I was telling this to the people there, and the girl I had never met before goes, "Who is Kevin James?"
Oh my God.
And it blew my mind. And I was like, and that's fine. We all navigate the world and have information. And so I never get mad at people if they don't know something, but it did blow my mind. And I was like, wait a minute, you don't know who Kevin James is? And she goes, yeah. And I guess you're a super fan. And I was like, no, I'm not. And she was like, well, you really think I should know who he is. And I was like, I actually don't care if you do. And she goes, doesn't seem like you don't care. And it was just very I really felt like it was very strange.
Being interrogated.
Yeah. I was getting what's the term? Gaslit by this person because she had never heard the name ever. And I was like, King of Queens. And so it became this really weird thing where it turns out I know a lot about Kevin James's catalog. And I would say that that's just because I am alive.
Right.
And there are posters for Paul Blart everywhere. But she was like, damn, you know a lot about this guy. You're his biggest fan ever. And I was like, I'm not.
It's you haven't heard of Coca-Cola.
That's what I
look
said.
Who loves Coca-Cola?
I was like, this is literally you not knowing who John Lennon is. And she goes, it is not like that. And I was like, it is like that.
Right.
And it just got awkward. And I think I left because I was just
1 star, Jay's bar. Everybody here is mean. They know Kevin James.
Fuck that bar. Yeah,
where else am I going to go to have a couple beers and talk about Kevin James?
It was very strange. And I think the fact was, this is my favorite Kevin James fact. The sitcom he got after King of Queens was called Kevin Can Wait. Are you aware of this?
Yeah.
Do you know about what I'm about to tell you?
No.
Okay. So Kevin Can Wait was a CBS show that got at least 2 seasons, maybe 3. It has since been canceled. But Kevin Can Wait is a different show than King of Queens. The premise is different. I'm sure it's pretty similar. Instead of being a UPS guy, he works at fucking Target or something, But it's not the same show.
Right, yeah.
He has a different wife, different family, different house, different everything, right? The fans of the people watching Kevin Can Wait were so vocally and viciously angry that his wife was not Leah Remini. They were like, why isn't it Leah Remini? Everyone was super mad about this. They were so vocal about it that CBS killed off his wife and replaced her with Leah Remini.
That is why did they even make Don't Look Up? We can't.
Dude,
we're going to parody it.
It's so funny.
That sounds like the plot of a funny movie.
It's funny in its essence, But it's also like, just think about not even knowing any of that information, not knowing who Kevin James is or what King of Queens was, to just think about a sitcom on CBS killing off a character at all.
Right.
Like, that's just so like, did you see Full House? DJ died. It's just like, what are we talking about here, dude?
How funny
Did
would it
I
be?
do that? What? Kill Laura?
I want you to have a sitcom on CBS.
Me too.
And then they kill your wife and make her Leah Remini.
Absolutely.
They just keep doing it.
Leah Remini should be every wife. And I kind of think that now. She was a good wife on King of Queens. The Queen of Queens, you might say.
Yeah, she was the people
queen-
don't talk about that.
Yeah.
She was the Queen of Queens.
When are we going to see that show?
Yeah.
You know? Boy Meets Queens.
Every show needs to be in Queen.
It also needs to be another show. Every show is another show.
How come MASH is not in Queen? Why isn't Leah Remini the wife of the
Yeah.
Korean War?
Exactly.
I want her to be the wife of everybody.
I saw this documentary about Catholicism, and it wasn't hosted by Leah Remini. Why isn't Catholicism Scientology?
I was watching My Wife and Kids. You know who was my wife?
My wife. Why isn't my wife Leah Remini?
I'm going to kill my wife.
Hey, why isn't Kevin James actually married to Leah Remini? We should kill his fucking wife.
Every time I do see a sitcom star with their real spouse, I get mad.
Yeah.
Like, you ever seen Ray Romano's real wife? That's the wrong lady.
It's Michelle Obama.
It's Michelle Obama.
It doesn't make any sense
don't
at all.
agree.
No, it's the wrong lady. It doesn't fucking compute.
Wrong lady. Doesn't look right. She looks too much like him.
Exactly.
All right, so we got Kevin James names coming up hot.
All right. John Coach.
I like John Coach.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
It was pretty accurate. Phil Clinton. Thick Rick. Bobby Walmart.
I like Bobby Walmart.
Petco Jack. Jimmy Ketchup. Captain T-shirt. Bowling alley guy number 3. Father Kevin Misty. Kevin Hooters, the CEO of Hooters. Fantasy football Brian. Thigh Man. Squareface. A real snowman. America Boy, presented by Wayfair. Vice President Dan Quayle. Meet the guy. And finally, Mr. Pack of Cheese.
Meet the guy.
Oh, and meat is written with an exclamation point.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Meet.
Meet
the guy.
The guy.
Damn, those were all good.
Thanks,
Those
pal.
were very good.
Thank you.
I'm fascinated by Kevin James in the first place just because he's the most guy.
Just a guy.
It's like he's always like in every episode of King of Queens, every episode, and you could Wikipedia this. He watches a football game in his garage with 3 of his friends.
Yes.
Where they all have their hats on backwards. They're all drinking beers.
Totally. They all look like shit.
Yeah, every time.
It's just that show could be called Dudes Looking Like Shit.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
And then they have the audacity for Patton Oswalt to come in and go, "Did you guys see the game?" And it's like, you
Come
didn't
on,
know.
We know who you are.
Yeah, I was watching the game with my friend Doug.
Yeah. No, you
What the
fucking
fuck?
weren't, dude.
All right, so
If we were going to be accurate with that character, Patton Oswalt would walk in and be like, "Did you guys spend all weekend being afraid?"
then he would never be invited back. All right, so we got Chris Nearly.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, look at that.
That's clever as fuck,
That's
dude.
the only one I thought of.
Okay. Well, fuck
Chris
me.
Nearly. All right, I now pronounce you done folding clothes. You know you always.
Wow.
It's always what you got on when you're folding clothes.
Wait, what? What's the...
You know Andrew Michael bit where he's like, "I'm the king of queens of comedians. I'm not the best, but you're not gonna leave. You can watch me while you fold clothes."
Oh, wow. I don't
that.
know that, but I love Andrew Michael, dude.
Very funny. I got
He's
Tom.
got also the 2 cutest fucking kids.
Isn't it crazy?
It's wild.
Wow, unreal.
I like Nikki has never. Andrew Michael is an Atlanta comedian.
Very
and,
funny guy.
Very funny, very
nice
good friends of
guy.
ours. He's just the best dude. And also he ran the best show in Atlanta for
Yeah.
Wonder Comedy,
Now
and
he
I would
has
always do
kids.
it. And now he has 2 kids, and they live in Alpharetta, or what's the town next to Alpharetta?
That sounds right.
Yeah. They live in or near Alpharetta, and I went over there and hung out with their kids. Nikki didn't get to come, so Nikki has still never met them. But I just took a photo that wasn't of their kids. It was just one of the kids was in the shot, and Nikki was like, "What the fuck is that?" And brings up their kids, these people she's never met, as the cutest kids.
They are the cutest.
It's wild.
Check
Yeah,
them
yeah.
out. Check if you like cute kids, and I know you do.
Andrew Michael. Similar, he has 2 first American man names, much like Kevin James.
That's right, and that's what guys have. A guy's guy has a bunch of one middle first names.
so like David Ross.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why that's how you know that I like doing pull-ups.
that's right. David
Yeah.
Ross.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Thanks.
All right, I
buddy.
got Fletch Blake.
That's great.
I got Casey Cody,
Yeah, dude, Casey Cody's great.
Jimmy James.
Uh-huh.
I hate my hot wife.
Yeah.
The uncle of dads.
Oh, hell yeah,
They're
dude. Uncle Dad. Nice.
We got. Are these free? Doesn't it feel like he would always be asking that?
Are these
Are
free?
these free?
Get the samples.
Yeah, get the
Get
samples.
the samples, honey.
We got John OK Man.
Yeah. Okay. Like Goodman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Hell yeah.
And
dude.
then we got the last one is Chris Fat with 2 T's.
Perfect. Oh man.
Kevin James. I love you, Kevin James. I
Kevin
know he listens,
James.
and he listens. Tom Arnold listens. We got a lot of good celeb listeners.
Can I tell you, by the way, so I'm a big fan of Sweat the Small Stuff, as
Oh,
we
hell
said,
yeah.
the Kevin James, the first Kevin James Netflix special. Such a fan that I watched the new one with Nikki, and I was like, first one's good. We should watch this.
Oh boy.
And it's horrible. Whew.
Yeah, there's only one bit on there, but I will say this one bit when the guy gave him a cigar as a gift, and he goes, "Hey, just think of me when you smoke it." And he goes, for some reason I couldn't stop thinking, like, why would he say that? The next day I'm like, I want to smoke it, but I can't stop thinking about this guy. And then I was like, I don't want to smoke it and think of him. I just want to smoke it and think about whatever. I didn't even think I did think about stuff when I smoked cigars. I just did it. I thought about the cigar, and then he was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna smoke it. And he goes, so I smoked it, and I thought of him the whole time. I couldn't stop.
I don't remember this bit.
It's a great bit.
I probably shut it off before that.
Yeah, but that bit's great. But that was the only one
funny.
that felt like the old Kevin James.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was real rough.
There's a lot of him being like, didn't think food allergies existed. Where he's like, hey, peanut allergies.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Spartacus didn't have them. And you go,
Oh, my
yeah.
God, dude.
Hey, how are we going to win a war if everybody's allergic?
Oh, God, dude.
It's like, great, let's
When
kill
the
them.
premise of the bit, Adam Conover actually pointed this out to me. Yeah, I think we've talked about this before, how there's like taking politics actually out of it. There is like a noticeable dividing line inside of comedy between liberal or progressive comedy and conservative comedy, and not politically. Progressive comedy is like, what the fuck is going on? It should be better. Conservative comedy is, what the fuck is going on? It should be the past.
Yeah.
And any premise that's like that, that's like taking things that could, yes, in an American man sense, be perceived as weakness and being like, what are we doing? Gluten. Any joke where that's the premise, you lost me. I'm just
Right.
not in, dude. I just can't do it. You're vegan? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Oh, you drive a hybrid? Yep.
Yeah.
We're not even, it's not even that I can't see what you're trying to do or that I'm so mad. It's just like, we're so far down the rabbit hole, I can't accept the premise anymore.
Right.
I don't even think that I'm judging comedy that much. I don't care if you're trying to write a joke about something I disagree with, but it's just not interesting. Everyone said it a billion times.
Right.
Yeah. You're wearing a fanny pack? Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
It's literally like being mad you're not a kid.
Yeah.
How come I'm not a couple feet shorter than I am?
Right.
Because it's not the past anymore.
It's also just sort of like you got to add some more to it for me.
Yeah.
A little, at least one step past. Can you believe someone does a thing I don't do? Yep.
You weren't raised by my parents.
Wait.
You trying to tell me?
So lately, I've been going out in the world. I've been noticing that a lot of people aren't me. They're not me, and they're saying stuff I don't say.
And he wants to change it. He would like a world of me.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
This is what I think we should do. We should go out there, round up everybody who's not me, make them me. And then they'll be me, doing me, saying me stuff, and then we'll all be me. And wouldn't that be great? You'll agree, because you'll be me.
That should be your next album is Why Aren't You Me?
Why aren't you me? The Dave story. We got a bunch of responses.
The most we've ever gotten.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, hell fucking
Most
yeah,
we've
dude.
ever gotten for Kevin James.
Dude, that's so exciting. I love that y'all are getting into it, and I love that people are finding the show. Here's why. Okay, so every week we're like, hey, rate and review it and tell your friends because we're trying to get the word out because it's the best part of our week. And that's a serious thing. And that's probably a thing a lot of people say, get the word out. We love it and we want to get the word out. And of course, every time you hear someone say that, there's a little voice in your brain that's like, yes, well, you also want to get the word out because this is your job and you're trying to promote yourself because you're trying to make a living. And that's, of course, fucking true. But this also is legitimately separate from, I make tons of stuff and it is like, it just is my favorite thing. And so it's a weird thing when you make stuff where you're like, this is good, right? This is good. I know it's good. And I think people are going to agree. And then when they start to, whoo, that
Very
feeling.
exciting.
Oh,
Very
boy.
exciting. So tell people, because maybe not everybody, but I would say at least 1 in 10 people
Well, yeah, it's
alive
never
would
going to
like
be
this
for
show.
everybody.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, when you go for Christmas and you're like, oh, this is going to suck, but you have that one cool cousin and you're like, oh, we always get along. We always have the same kind of sarcastic remarks and we're on the same wavelength. Tell them about it.
Totally.
Don't tell, your dad probably won't like it. I'll just be real with you. Your dad will probably not like this show.
Depends.
Unless he's like awesome.
You could have a cool dad, yeah.
And
if you know anybody who really, like, still really wants to be a princess, they probably wouldn't like the show.
No.
I don't know anybody
tell
like
a cool
that, though.
cousin or test it out with your dad. What if your dad does like it? It's fun.
Also, maybe princesses are into it. I just don't.
Why not?
Wow, the most responses ever. That's
Most
cool.
ever, yeah.
That's
we're
fucking
doing
cool.
it.
Well, the first one is from @It Was Just Austin, and I already love it. They said beer keg. Beer keg might already be the fucking winner for Kevin James. Oh my God, @Rob W. Schroeder, Clarence Hopkins. That's really funny. I don't know exactly why that strikes me as so funny. Oh, man.
I love it.
Joe Hafke, dude, great friend and great comic in Austin, said Sean Jaw.
Sean Jaw. Ooh, he does have a heck of a jaw.
He's got a jaw.
Gorky Romano said Ronnie O'Donnell. I don't know why. I love Ronnie O'Donnell.
That's great, dude. Max Beasley, friend of the show, says disgraced New Orleans Saints coach Sean Payton.
Oh, I like Tim Illinois said if your gym teacher got famous. I like that.
Yes.
See, that's nice.
He's got real gym teacher energy. It's true.
Oh, I like also from Tim Illinois meatball sub.
Oh, man. @Gorky Romano also said I don't know if it's the boo keeper or the bookkeeper. I thought it was the bookkeeper. And that made me laugh. Maybe it's boo keeper?
Oh, Darth Plato, the king of beans.
Yes.
I do like the king of beans.
Gorky Romano also said, here comes the boom boom sauce. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, man.
Ooh, @Dom of Clark's says, the slab.
The slab. That's a good nickname.
Oh, man.
Okay, so apparently in You Don't Mess with the Zohan, he is credited as Hacky Sack Tournament Celebrity Judge.
Really?
Which is just already his name. Thank you for that. That was from Bobby Benedict. That's great.
Oh, man.
Ooh, I like Coda Otan, Paul Shart. I love Paul Shart.
@Boogeyman Weather says, the cargo shorts of comedy.
Perfect for this episode. We
Perfect.
talked about cargo shorts
Thank
for
you.
85 minutes.
You get us.
At Winslow Dumaine said, call him Heap Beefy.
Heat. Damn.
Heap Beefy.
That might be it. At Can I Cook It says Jock Block. And that's just true. That's just right.
Oh man, so many good ones. I don't know. I mean, what do you think so far? I mean, we got
Oh, I see. Now I see you don't mess with the Zohan. That's
Yeah.
funny. At Strum My Banjo says, I made a movie. That's so funny,
at
dude.
Jesus Family Band said Uncle Hungry. I like Uncle Hungry a lot.
Oh, this might be it too. Uncle Hungry.
Uncle Hungry.
Uncle Hungry is really good.
That's very fun.
At Bobby Benedict said, Hungry Man XXL Angus Beef Meatloaf. That is really good.
Oh man.
At Weston Woe, friend of the show, what's up, Easton, says, Walter Gonad. I don't get it. I don't get that joke.
It just sounds. I like the way it sounds. I don't have to get it to like it. I'll say that.
Oh, boy. At Seth Mills says, Swollen Jeremy Piven.
Ooh, I like that.
Also says, Tubby McMoneyston.
Ooh,
Wow.
Tubby McBunnyston.
Dang.
Ooh,
At Darth Plato says, the King of Beans. And that's like maybe the dumbest one, the dumbest response. It's just like not, it's like not at all much of a change of the thing he is.
I don't get it.
And just
but it's funny to me.
That's the thing, is that the only joke is he changed queens to beans, and it's making me laugh more than almost any other
it's
one.
Funny to think about his grinning face, and he's this everyman, and the show's called The King of Beans.
The King of... Hello, I'm Kevin James, the King of Beans. It's also to just like look at it and be like, what should we call him? King of Queens? King of Beans? Done.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe King of Beans is the winner. I don't know.
King of Beans is so good.
King of
God
Beans
damn.
is good. Is that our winner?
Eric W. Barnes says, Jim Baloo shit.
I like Heap Beefy. I like King of Beans.
At Strum My Banjo also said fart cop. Fart cop.
Art Cop. I like that.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, and at Demirist says Johnny Fuck Whistle. I don't really know. Okay, so I think that Heat Beefy or Uncle Hungry or the King of Beans. I'll say this: the King of Beans is so
Let's just do it.
stupid.
King of Beans. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it just made me laugh so much harder than everything else. Oh my
King
god,
of
the
Beans.
King of Beans, dude. Y'all, thank y'all so much for listening
We
to the
love
show.
ya.
For writing in, I'm at Dave to the Ross. He's at Dumb Caleb on Twitter. If you want to follow us and jump in, we are also at What's It Pod, and we tweet out the topics we're renaming from there. If you want to follow that, we're at What's It Pod on Instagram, Patreon.com/What's It Called, YouTube.com/What's It Called Podcast. Our website is What's It Called Rodeo. Follow any of that. If you have some money you want to throw in to support, join the Patreon and get bonus episodes. If you can't or just don't want to, that's fine.
Yeah.
Spread the word. And I don't know. We'll see you next week.
I love you.
I love you so much. Bye.
What's it called? What's it